Alright guys, there are my first homemade 16 gauge slugs made from a 1/2 inch 12-point socket, and they're not uniform by any means. I've made some attempts at tapping the hollow points in them and whatever, but like that center one right there, you can see that's a nice one. The one behind it, even that one right there with the real hollow point, that's a real nice one. It's just I just really hammered it to try and make it a hollow point. Once you get the mold hot and carbonized, you have to charcoal, get it hot, and then stuff a piece of charcoal in it, and then burn it off, and then tap it out and leave it black. And then get it hot and get the mold hot, pour it quick, just flush, just below flush. You don't want it to be flush, because if you go flush, you get a little knurl on the end that you have to grind off with a wire wheel or something, and it sucks. So just below flush, and then as you push it out, anything rounds off in the grooves and smooths out and comes out nice like that center one. By taking the socket and recessing it back, pulling the extension back just until the little ball on the socket the extension clicks against the socket, it gives you that little 1/4 inch gap. So when you pour it, you end up with the bullet tip at the beginning. And, obviously my center punches weren't right on the money. I was, wobbling and bobbling. I was trying to do it on the camera and it didn't come out that great. So the next time I do them, I'll take more time in the heat and the temperature. They'll come out cleaner. And then when I go to do the hollow points, if I do them, I can drill them or use a center punch and then tap, kind of thing on the anvil. But I think they came out really well for a first-time attempt. It is for a 16 gauge to fit in the shot cup. Perfect, nice and snug. You take it, tip it upside down, and it doesn't fall out, but it's not bulging it. Is a 1/2 inch socket. Any 3/8 or 1/4 inch drive doesn't matter, but a 1/2 inch socket with, I use 3/8 because it gave me a little bit bigger diameter in the back for the bullet head, and an extension, and that's it. You plug the extension in the back, you pull it back until the little BB is sitting on top of the BB. You pour it in just below level, let it cool it, put it in the vise, tip it upside down, and take a hole punch and punch it out through the back side. And then you can set it on the anvil and try and make the hollow point in the front. Those ones that look like they're off center are off center because I was trying to punch them out without enough carbon in this mold, and those are just where the punch tool hit. But I wasn't going to remold them. I was just going to leave them and let them fly, see what happens. If they tumble their keyhole, who cares? You know what I mean? If I'm within 20 yards, I'm still going to kill a deer with it, so I don't care. But as far as perfecting it, I'll obviously figure out how to season the mold better and get it rolling. But for what it is, anybody can do that for something they already have in their shop. A 12-point socket off an old cheap fucking Taiwanese set of sockets and an extension that they're probably not even using anymore, and you can make your own 16 gauge slugs. Pretty simple, easy peasy. All right, like I said, you know what I mean? Those couple of flat tops there look really nice. They came out good. They all actually came out good for the most part. I just didn't, because I had to push them out. They didn't get centered for the hollow point looking thing. It looks like a hollow point, but it's just where I punched it out. But you could definitely drill out the center later. All right, peace and air, grease hippies. I'm out.